who steps in. We had a chance to go to camp. I'm interested in names you think people need to know. Let's start on the offensive side.
How about Ian Thomas at Indiana? Had a really good day the day we were there, but then when we talked to Mike DeBoer, offensive coordinator, he told us the offense is going to change in the pass game more than the run game. So I think it's going to be a more traditional offense, meaning West Coast principles, and you need to have a tight end as a really good receiver in the West Coast offense. So I think Ian Thomas is going to be much more involved in the offense than he has been in the past years.
Yeah, he's a big-time player, so I think he'll be able to make some things happen for that particular offense. Let's go to Maryland, though. Kasim Hill is a guy, true freshman. He really jumped out at me, guys, while we were there, and here's the reason why. He got some first-team reps. Yes, he wasn't named the starter, but he got some first-team reps, looked very comfortable. But when I was really impressed with him was when he was in with the third-team guys, and he was still very comfortable. And what I mean by that, when he received pressure up the field, he just stepped up, slided, moved around in the pocket, understood where the pressure was coming from, and still delivered the ball downfield. He's going to be a star in this league. I don't know when he's going to be the starting quarterback for Maryland, but it's coming, and it'll be sooner rather than later.
I agree with you. It was interesting. He was second on the depth chart. You would hope that Pigram doesn't get hurt and makes it through the entire year, but if you have to make that decision at some point, I think that's going to be a challenging one for DJ Durkin as to whether or not you burn the red shirt this year, because he'll clearly...
Burn it, DJ. Go on and burn it.
He's got a serious skill set either way. Well, I'm going with someone who you have both already talked about. You stole my thunder.
Thunder?
Yeah.
Give it back to him. Give it back to him.
I have my thunder back?
It's back. You got it.
J.K. Dobbins.
Well, I mean, you might as well, right?
Oh, you mean that real fast guy at practice?
Yeah. I got a real eye for talent. Weber is first on the depth chart, but he was banged up in camp, as Howard mentioned. Dobbins can do it all. Great speed. We saw him out of the backfield, turning some kicks there. Just fabulous. He will make an impact, no doubt, for the Buckeyes.
He was really impressive.
Yeah, he was so impressive. I truly believe he's going to be a future All-American at that position. He's just that talented with the offensive lineman that they have coming in there. He's going to really take advantage of his opportunities, I know.
Let's turn our attention to defense.
Josiah Scott from Michigan State. You know, Michigan State with the new rule, they had a freshman camp, and you can get a lot done with the freshman camp, especially in the back end at corner and safety, defensive backs. And so he got off to a fast start coming in. He had a really good camp. Mark D'Antonio told us he looked impressive the day we were there. He's going to be in the mix for sure. They're not going to hesitate to play him a bit. I think he's predicted to start this week.
Yeah, for me, I'm going to go to Penn State and Lamont Wade. This kid is dynamic. They lost John Reed, who was an unbelievable player at the cornerback position. He's going to step up there, and he's going to be able to help him. Whether it's a nickel, whether he eventually becomes the starter, this kid's a difference maker. Sure, you may have questions about his height, but he's the type of player that you don't have questions about him once you turn the film on, because he competes at a high level. He will challenge. He will hit you. He does it all. This kid's going to be a star in the future.
I'm going to go with Kaliki Hudson at Michigan. He plays the Viper position.
Oh, the old Viper.
Hybrid linebacker safety. Jabril Peppers, fairly prominent in that spot last year. They need someone to replace his production. Not saying he could do all that, but athletic, physical, plays really hard. He was good the day we were there.
He doesn't have to worry about learning those offensive plays. He'll be just fine.
Yeah, he doesn't have to do everything Jabril did,
right.
But if he can do what he did on the defensive end.
Yep.
And they'll bring him a bunch. I mean, that's what they do with that position.
Yeah.
John Brown will send them.
Dr. Blitz.
Yes, we might see a great deal of blitzing, I think, that opener against the Gators, especially with some of the uncertainty on offense for Florida.